Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Ubaloyi and the way that he is dealing with this burning issue. Why Baloyi is fighting the abuse claims by Gwabini. Why is he fighting them? Okay. In the sense of Meyiwa Mera trial, the courtroom heat just spiked and Advocate George Baloyi is feeling it. Sifiso Gwabini Zungu has revealed that he reported his assault by police directly to prosecutors Baloyi and Sibanda. And according to him, they were not interested. But now Baloyi is fighting every single question about the abuse. And the question is why? Gwabini told the court that during his 2020 arrest, police not only beat him, they robbed him, taking his Huawei P10 and his money, 2,000 rand, which a crime committed by the very officers arresting him. And he says when he told Baloyi and Sibanda about it, they brushed it off. They brushed it off. So the question is, why is Baloyi objecting? Baloyi is objecting for one reason. The issue threatens to collapse the state's credibility. He keeps saying, objection, Your Honor, objection, Your Honor. And we are like, this abuse topic is like, why is it making him feel some type of way? But it's not boring, it's dangerous for the prosecution. It's not just a boring situation the way he makes it looks like. Because if the court accepts that Gwabini was assaulted and intimidated, then his statement becomes tainted. His rights were violated. Any confession or signature becomes inadmissible, and the entire police narrative falls apart. If the state is tainted, the case is compromised. That's Baloyi's worry at this point. Right now, we are in the middle of what is being called the statement war. The state must prove that the so-called Gwabini statement actually belonged to Gwabini. But the defense is using brutal strategy, expose abuse, expose intimidation, expose misconduct, and Baloyi knows if that door opens, it won't close anytime soon. That is why he is doing the squats up and down, up and down, up and down. He knows what's at stake. That is his problem at this point. He's having that issue because he knows what's at stake. There's another layer. If Gwabini truly told Baloyi and Sibanda about the assault and they ignored it, that raises serious ethical questions. Why didn't they record it? Why didn't they report it? Why didn't they act? Baloyi is not just protecting the case, he might be protecting his own conduct. His very own conduct. Because the real burning issue, this is why Baloyi is objecting so aggressively. Because the abuse allegations are not a side issue. They are not boring. They are not irrelevant. They are a burning issue that threatens to destroy the state's entire version of events. And as the trial continues, the fire is only getting hotter. And Ubaloyi knows this. So that is why he is hell-bent and bringing in Gwabini's statement. And the reason that he is busy taking things back to forth and wants to do arguments, it's because he knows that if all of this moves the direction that Gwabini is moving, then he's having issues. He's having big problems, and it's problems that he cannot recover from. That is why he is fighting. He is having real issues in that courtroom. He's having real problems in that courtroom. And it looks like it's still the beginning. There's more problems that are coming his way because there are so many things that he must answer for, not just for Gwabini, for other witnesses too. There are issues that are burning that look very disruptive for his state case, and he is making things difficult, and he is not even like, do you know a tip of an iceberg? It's not even that case. His problems are like Mount Kilimanjaro. He's having Mount Kilimanjaro issues. That are his problems at this point, and it's bad. It's not looking good for him. And he is very much worried, guys. He is a person. He is worried, and he is going to do everything in his power to make sure that he saves his honor, he saves the prosecution, he saves, he will do anything at this point. And you saw how he looked at Gwabini. He gave Gwabini that evil look. Yabona wena mfana ndini. Yabona wena Mr. Zungu. Yabona wena. Yeah, he gave that look that says, Mangabamba, Mangingabamba kwitini. So he's giving those vibes. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. And stress simenzani. Stress sidlala ngaye and stress asimxoleli. Stress siphezu kwakhe. I'm sure these days abo Gininda, abo Baloyi abasalali kahle. They don't see Hutong because whatever they tried to cook, it has collapsed. It has collapsed because the masses are aware of what is happening behind the scenes. We used to say, it looks like the case has been cooked. The Mngomezulu was like manufacturing evidence, cooking pochi courses, and we were laughing. We were laughing, all to find out everything that he said is true because the case is indeed cooked. Because if Gwabini comes and says this and Babu Zungu comes and says the things that he said, then officially something is very wrong and something needs to be looked into. Something is very wrong and there's something that needs to be looked into. It's not good. Oh, it's not good. It's very bad for the state. I don't know about you, but when I look at the entire situation, I see problems for the state. I see a case that has collapsed. I see people that are desperate to save themselves. I see people that will do anything, absolutely anything to save their behind. Because right now where we are, it's a matter of each one is saving their own. Each one is saving their own and it's looking bad for everyone. So, kubi. What are your thoughts when it comes to all of this? Do you think Ubaloyi would stand there and be trying to save Gininda's ass, or he will be working on saving his own ass? Do you think Gininda was intentional when Gininda said it's a prosecutorial driven investigation? Do you think Gininda was intentional when he was doing that? Do you think Gininda, when he said those things, do you also think that Umangena, when he said, I found the bag of the firearm open, but he still took the bag and went to do the flippant testings, do you think that all of that, Shende, is going to work out well for any of them? Do you think they were not aware of what they were doing? Do you think they were not trying to make sure, if I go down, if hell comes to push, then that means that I must not go down alone. I must do things that are going to protect me. What are your thoughts when it comes to this? I want to hear your views. Let's talk comment section. And please make sure you do not forget to like, to share, to comment. And most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. And please make sure you are watching the videos up until the end. Please make sure you are not shy with the super thanks if you can. Please make sure you are watching the ads that are coming through on the videos. Please. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Bye-bye.